The Los Angeles Lakers are not just another basketball team entering a fresh season. They represent a franchise built on tradition, champions, and legendary names. This year, their lineup shines brighter than ever, headlined by two superstars, LeBron James and Luka Dončić. Everyone already knows LeBron. His reputation is tied directly to greatness. At 40 years of age, he continues to battle against time, still competing at a level no one in NBA history has ever managed at this stage of their career. His story is one of durability and dominance. On the other side, Luka's journey is only beginning. His narrative could reshape the very future of basketball. At just 26, Doncic has already achieved milestones that most players can only dream of across an entire career. He is a five-time All-Star. He has posted numbers that overshadow veterans, and he has captivated fans worldwide with his creativity, skill, and fearless approach on the court. But here comes the twist. Luka is preparing for his first full season in a Lakers jersey. The expectations are massive. The spotlight in Los Angeles is unlike anywhere else. This is no longer about stats or viral highlights. This is about legacy. It's about adding his name to the Lakers lineage that includes Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, and, of course, LeBron James. While fans argue about how far Luka can take this roster, one surprising voice intensified the conversation. Philadelphia 76ers star Paul George stirred headlines with a bold remark that shook the NBA. According to George, Luka Dončić has the potential to become the greatest international player in basketball history. Let that sink in for a moment. The greatest. Not just among the top. Not simply elite. The #1 international player of all time. George did not hold back. He mentioned Luka potentially surpassing Dirk Nowitzki, Tony Parker, Hakeem Olajuwon, and even Giannis Antetokounmpo. His words carried weight. Luka's game is way ahead of his years. He's tough. He's a problem. I'm a huge fan. And he talks that talk, too. Such praise from an all-star and one of the league's most respected veterans isn't empty flattery. It's a warning to the rest of the NBA. Luka is not just here to compete. He is here to dominate. Still, there's another perspective. As exciting as George's comments sound, the label of greatest international player ever is not easy to claim. The history of international basketball is filled with icons who not only changed the game, but also built resumes stacked with championships and MVP awards. Think about Hakeem Olajuwon, who ruled the 1990s and led the Houston Rockets to 2 NBA titles. Consider Dirk Nowitzki, who delivered a championship to Dallas while reinventing the power forward role. Manu Ginobili became a cornerstone of San Antonio's dynasty. Pau Gasol played a vital role in helping the Lakers win championships beside Kobe Bryant. Nikola Jokic, today's superstar, is already an NBA Finals MVP. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, a 2-time MVP and champion, continues to dominate the league. These names didn't just fill stat sheets. They captured the highest prizes. They cemented legacies with rings, trophies, and unforgettable moments. That's where Luka still has work ahead. Despite all his brilliance, he hasn't yet hoisted an NBA championship trophy. He hasn't won MVP, he hasn't reached the pinnacle that the other legends reached. But the intrigue lies in his age. Luka is just 26, entering his prime, and now he's wearing purple and gold. He is sharing the floor with one of the greatest ever. His stage has never been bigger. If he delivers in Los Angeles, if he wins a championship, if he proves he can triumph under the brightest lights, then Paul George's words may not sound bold, but prophetic. Because, let's face it, becoming the greatest international player is not about talent alone. Luka already has that. It's about results. It's about turning potential into history. So, the pressing question this season: will Luka Dončić make that leap? Will he rise from all-star and fan favorite into a global legend? Will he stand above Hakeem, Dirk, Giannis, and the rest, claiming the crown? Time will answer. For now, every eye is locked on him. Yet, Luka isn't the only story in Los Angeles. Another name is rising: Bronny James. Let's be real. The last time we saw Bronny in an NBA game, his numbers weren't impressive. He averaged just 2.3 points, less than 1 rebound, and under 1 assist per game, shooting 31% from the field and below 29% from deep. On paper, that doesn't scream future star, but numbers don't always tell the truth. Last season, Bronny spent most of his time in the G League, and honestly, that might have been the best scenario for him. Away from the blinding lights, he had the freedom to make mistakes, fail, adjust, and grow. That experience gave him something far more valuable than stats. It gave him resilience. Now, everything changes. Year 2 is here. The excuses are gone. The spotlight is brighter. And Bronny understands it's time to prove he belongs in the Lakers' rotation. Not just as LeBron's son, not as a media story, but as an NBA player with his own identity and role. The Lakers seem to believe in him. Recently, they shared behind-the-scenes footage featuring Bronny, and it wasn't about dunks or practice drills. It was about his personality. In the video, Bronny tried golf, a sport he only started 4 months ago after the season ended. Surprisingly, his swing looked solid, better than LeBron's, some argued. That sparked conversation, not about comparisons with his dad on the court, but about Bronny as his own man. That glimpse of confidence and individuality might be what fans have been waiting for. Because, so far, he hasn't had the minutes to reveal it in games. If he earns consistent playing time this season, we might finally see that spark in purple and gold. So what must Bronny do to break into the rotation? First, defense. The NBA is brutal, with guards like Stephen Curry, Luka Dončić, and Ja Morant attacking every night. If you can't defend, you won't survive. Defense has always been Bronny's strength. With effort, instincts, and quickness, he can keep up with elite guards. If he enters peak condition and leans into that strength, he could contribute immediately. Second, consistency on offense. Bronny isn't a natural shot creator or ball handler, but he doesn't need to be. What the Lakers need is a role player who can hit open threes, attack the lane when available, and make quick, smart decisions. That is realistic for him. Reports suggest he has been locked in this offseason, working on his body, shot, and overall skills. He knows opportunities don't last long in the NBA. You get one chance to prove yourself. The Lakers are giving him that chance. It's up to him to seize it. And the stakes are enormous. Imagine the moment when LeBron, at 40, throws a fast break pass to his son. That's not just basketball, that's history. But Bronny must earn it. This season, Lakers fans will analyze every shot, every defensive stand, every hint that he's more than LeBron's kid. Don't focus only on last year's stats. Look at the growth, the work ethic, and the confidence starting to shine. If Bronny takes a step forward, the Lakers gain more than a rookie project. They gain another weapon, a defender, a spark off the bench, and perhaps the beginning of something greater. Beyond Bronny, the Lakers have already made a massive move, signing Luka Dončić to a long-term deal. With him locked in, the franchise finally has stability. The search for the next face of the team is over. The purple and gold now possess a superstar capable of carrying them into a new era. But one star isn't enough in today's NBA. The competition is loaded, and Los Angeles knows it. According to Dan Wyke of The Athletic, the Lakers are preparing to get aggressive, very aggressive, in trade talks to reshape the roster around Luka. If true, Lakers fans should buckle up. 3 names are already surfacing in discussions, each one addressing a glaring weakness. These aren't random targets. These are players who could elevate the Lakers from a playoff team to a championship threat. First, Jaden Ivey. For years, the Lakers have struggled with perimeter defense. Opposing guards drive into the lane with ease, and that becomes a nightmare in the postseason. Ivey may not have prototypical size, but his elite speed and agility make him a tough matchup. He frustrates opponents, forces bad shots, and makes penetration far more difficult. Offensively, he has potential too, though the Pistons never maximized his skill set. In Los Angeles, alongside Luka creating space, Ivey could finally flourish. Second, Tari Eason. If you haven't followed him closely, you're about to learn. Eason brings relentless defensive pressure on the wing. He's long, energetic, and suffocating for opposing ball handlers. In Houston, his role has grown steadily, but Kevin Durant's arrival could limit his minutes. That's where the Lakers step in. They could offer him a bigger role, possibly even a starting spot. Imagine his defensive firepower paired with Luka's offensive brilliance. That's balance, the kind of formula championships are built on. Third, Keldon Johnson, the most realistic option. One of the Lakers' biggest issues is bench scoring. Gabe Vincent has battled injuries. Jake LaRavia has already been shuffled between teams. Dalton Knecht seems forgotten. Johnson could fix that. He's a reliable scorer, an efficient shooter, a strong rebounder, and most importantly, durable. Availability has plagued the Lakers. Johnson provides it. Together, these 3, Jaden Ivey, Tari Eason, and Keldon Johnson, address specific gaps: defense, energy, and scoring. Each complements Luka's game. Each could be the difference between another wasted year or a championship run. The Lakers already have their superstar. Now it's about completing the roster. In Los Angeles, expectations are never about making the playoffs. They're about banners, championships, and legacy. If the Lakers pull the right moves, we could be witnessing the start of a brand new dynasty led by Luka Dončić and the supporting cast he deserves. So, Lakers fans, the question isn't if the team will make a move. The question is simple: who's next?